Alright, hello everyone. It's Tuesday again. Let's do another Resident Evil 5 library file reading. This one is of U-8, a crustacean-like boss that you have to defeat in the elevator lab area as you go into the main labs. U-8 is the name of a BOW born from a weapons development project involving Las Plagas. The creature is comprised of the refined DNA of multiple organisms, especially the DNA of a shelled organisms. The alterations to this aspect of the creature is reflected in the dark colouring, so it's like a crab essentially. The carapace has a unparalleled durability and was shown to be resilient to a direct hit from a RPG in tests. That's things like you have to wait until it like shows its weak points like on its arms and things, or damage it enough for it to show its weak points. This gigantic creature has another special feature in its design. U-8 in some tens of meters tall, and its pincer legs are over 3 meters in length, which it uses as a weapon in close combat. These pincer attacks are not especially quick, but they are powerful enough to pierce the armor of a tank. Well, if they're powerful enough to pierce the armor in a tank, then one hit to a human would kill him. Flying BOWs reside in the part of U-8's abdomen, originally intended for the mutilation, whatever that is, of eggs in a unaltered specimen. These flying BOWs are not larval U-8s, but are completely different creatures entirely. In close quarters, one-on-one fight, U-8 is overwhelmingly powerful adversary, but when it has to combat more than one opponent, its large size becomes somewhat of a liability. It's handy that you got like two people trying to kill it when you're actually playing the game. Its considerable bulk also makes it vulnerable to long-range attacks. To compensate for its weakness, it uses the flying BOWs in much of the same way as an aircraft carrier uses jet fighters, in other words, to get in your way. Some would consider U-8 an impassable flying machine, but it does have its flaws. U-8 size can be a detriment because it requires massive amounts of sustenance to maintain functionality. As such, U-8 is not suitable for long-term assignments. According to Tricell's business information, U-8 is most effective as security for a facility or when it is used in attacks of a limited time. Before it can be used as a offensive attack, or in a offensive attack, consideration must be given to the means of transporting U-8 to its destination. How do you transport something that big? Also, U-8 is designed to reach a large size very rapidly, and this breeds imperfections in its carapace. These imperfections are limited to a certain area of the carapace. I think it's carapace. But a direct attack on this area will severely damage U-8. That is why, like, if you got like a rocket launcher and you damage it enough for it to open its mouth, you can either fire a rocket into its mouth or chuck a grenade in there. I think if you fire like one rocket into its mouth, it kills him. But I ain't played Resident Evil 5 for years, so I wouldn't know. Even even with these flaws, U-8's functionality, combat effectiveness, and relative ease to control has made it popular in the bioweapons market. Records indicate Ricardo Irving has sold a multitude of both the original U-8 and the upgraded version, U-8 Prime, which has a multi-layered carapace for extra defense, along with a shell covering its formerly exposed areas. So, how come we didn't have to fight the Prime version? Like, why did they mention a primed version when we didn't need to fight it? We didn't even see. We saw the original one, but not the primed one. There were plans at one point to design a lighter, faster U-8 that could maintain functionality for longer periods of time, but this would result in a significant downgrade to its defensive capabilities. This plan appears to have been scrapped. Chris Redfield and Sheva Alomar reported imperfections in the carapace of the U-8 they faced, so suspected that this is one of the original models. Note that the U in U-8 does not stand for Ouroboros, but it stands for Ultimate, so it's Ultimate 8. Now, as things like Resident Evil 4 had an enemy called U3. Was that Ultimate as well? Because they didn't have Ouroboros in Resident Evil 4. So that must have been Ultimate as well. So yeah, that was it for this little short video. Dead short, it's like 7 minutes long. I hope you've enjoyed it. Tomorrow I'll be having a time guesser video. I might do a TikTok video talking about something tonight, or might be tomorrow night. I'm really not quite sure. About a quick update. I have got everything for my cosplay for Friday. I'll be putting it together and taking some pictures probably Thursday evening, the night before Comic Con, and posting them and making a video about it, or whatever I can do. So yeah, that's been it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.